309.
In the world of military statistics, numbers are usually cold and impersonal. But for the German High Command in 1942, the number 309 was a ghost that haunted the trenches of Sevastopol.
It wasn't the work of a battalion. It was the work of one woman, a history student from Kyiv who traded her books for a Mosin-Nagant rifle.
Lyudmila Pavlichenko is the most successful female sniper in human history. But her story isn't just about the trigger. It's about a woman who had to fight two wars, one against the invading Wehrmacht, and another against a world that couldn't decide if she was a hero or a curiosity. Born in 1916 in Bila Tserkva, Lyudmila was never the delicate girl society expected. When a neighbor's son boasted about his prowess at a local shooting range, Lyudmila didn't just disagree. She went to the range to prove him wrong. She joined a paramilitary scouting organization, earning her Voroshilov sharpshooter badge while working at an arms factory. She wasn't a soldier yet, she was a student at Kyiv University, obsessed with history. June 1941. Operation Barbarossa begins. The Nazi war machine tears into Soviet territory. Lyudmila was among the first in line to volunteer. The recruiter looked at her fashionable dress and manicured nails and told her to become a nurse. Lyudmila refused. She showed him her marksman certificate. She didn't want to heal, she wanted to stop the bleeding at its source. Her first trial took place near Belyaevka. To prove she was a sniper, she was given a rifle and told to take out two Romanian soldiers working with the Germans. She took the shots. 2 kills. She was officially a member of the 25th Chapayev Rifle Division. This was not glamour sniping. This was endurance. Lyudmila would often lie motionless in the mud or snow for 18 hours at a time to avoid detection. By the time the siege of Odessa ended, her count was 187. The Nazis began to mention her by name over loudspeakers. They tried to bribe her with chocolate and a commission in the German army. When she refused, they promised to tear her into 309 pieces. Lyudmila's response? She was happy they knew her score. The most dangerous game for a sniper is another sniper. During the siege of Sevastopol, Lyudmila was frequently tasked with counter-sniping. She fought and won 36 duels against elite German marksmen. These were battles of patience that lasted days. One duel lasted 15 hours. Lyudmila didn't blink. She eventually took the shot, and when she crawled to the body of her fallen enemy, she found a logbook. He had killed hundreds of soldiers. Now, he was just 309. But the front lines take a toll. After being wounded 4 times and suffering from shell shock, the Soviet High Command realized she was too valuable to lose. She was pulled from the front, not to rest, but to become a diplomat. In 1942, Lyudmila became the first Soviet citizen to be received by a US president. But the American press was obsessed with the wrong things. Reporters didn't ask about her tactics or the 309 lives she had taken. They asked if she wore makeup at the front. They asked if her uniform made her look fat. One reporter even criticized the length of her skirt. Lyudmila's patience snapped in Chicago. She stood before a crowd of thousands and said,
"Gentlemen, I am 25 years old and I have killed 309 fascist occupants by now. Don't you think, gentlemen, that you have been hiding behind my back for too long?"
The room went silent. She had successfully shamed the most powerful nation on earth into realizing that while they debated her fashion, she was fighting their war. Lyudmila Pavlichenko never returned to the front. She spent the rest of the war training other snipers and finished her degree to become a historian. She died in 1974 at the age of 58. Some say the psychological weight of those 309 confirmations and the trauma of Sevastopol never truly left her. She wasn't a lady in the way the 1940s world wanted her to be. She was a soldier. She was a defender. And she remains a reminder that when the world is on fire, it doesn't matter who pulls the trigger. It matters why.
I'm Past Q Media, and thanks for watching.